Good morning, all. Able to hear me?
Good morning.
Yeah. Any questions before we proceed?
No.
Questions like last week's session. So, so next week, what I'm going to plan is today we are going to start up with the and GST part. Once everybody gets the server access, however, we saw AP GST, right? So once everybody, because that particular person Venkat is having issues in providing GST part, he said that it will take another 1 month time. Okay, so what we are going to do is AP, if you can do it, it's okay, or else you can leave the GST part and you can continue. Clear? Once everyone gets the access of GST in the server, then we can continue. And same time, AR GST, whatever customer GST, I'm leaving right now. So what I'll do is I'll take this particular session again at the time of asset accounting. Means it is hardly, it will take 1 day session. That's it, nothing more than that. This GST part, as you know that, only the configuration we need to do it. So one class it will take for AR GST configuration only and few postings. Clear? Once everyone, he said that within a month, he will provide that for everyone. So once we get, then we will have this particular session, AR GST part, and we will close that particular session. So meanwhile, we will complete that integration part and everything in this before that only. Okay, once we are done with integrations, then we will do this AR GST. And if you, once you start practicing with AP GST, then if you have any questions, then you can raise the concerns over there. Okay, once we are done with this AR GST, then we will start up with the asset accounting. So meanwhile, and one more thing, what I'll do is next week, Saturday session, I'm going to take one technical session in the sense like how, what do you mean by in-memory database? What is the difference between 3-tier architecture and S/4HANA architecture? The complete session, the 3-hour session, we are going to spend on the technical part. Means you need to understand what do you mean by in-premise, on-premise and cloud. Clear? So how it will be work on-premise and what exactly, how the, what we call, how it is different from ECC is different from S/4HANA, right? And how, why we need to, why can't we install S/4HANA in our system, right? So all those technical things we are going to have a session on next week first session. Any questions before we proceed in this particular points?
Naveen, we will start from next July month, right? This
What?
asset accounting.
Asset accounting, maybe July month. We'll start July month because we need to do the integrations of AP, FI, MM integration, FI, SD integration. Yes, please. Mostly July first.
Naveen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear me. Tell me.
Asset accounting we will start from next month, right?
Next month, in the sense, I can't assure you the time because again, it depends upon how you are doing the integration part.
Okay.
How good you are in integration part. According to that, I'll move to asset accounting.
Okay, till now we have completed AR, right? Last week I have not attended.
AR in the sense, still we need to do customer special GL transaction. So today we are going to complete that.
Okay.
Customer, like we did a vendor special GL transactions, right? In the same way, we are going to do today's session, customer special DL transactions.
Okay.
Right. Meanwhile, before start going to any other banking module or any other module, what I would like to give you is one particular one day session for complete technical requirements for ECC and S/4HANA, which already we have done, but not in the pictorial format. We have discussed about R1, R2, and R3 part. But now I would like to compare this R1, R2, R3 with your S/4HANA functionality. Clear?
Okay, Naveen. Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Right. Hope you got my point, right? So GST part already we have done with AP GST. Okay, accounts payable module. Same, it's a mirror image for AR. But same time, we are having a server issues. So that's the reason. I'm not saying I'm parked it or whatever it is. So once everybody gets that, I am having other GST server, which I paid and I purchased it. but Venkat is not having that. So he promised that within a month he will sort it out. Clear? So once everyone gets the GST part, then I'll pitch in and I'll show you the AR GST. So meanwhile, once you get in a month time AP GST taxation module, taxation server, then first you practice, then we will go with the AR GST.
Sure.
Any other? Sunil, right? You understood, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you did you contacted the Venkat?
Yes, sir. I contacted him.
That's what I'm saying. He called me stating that it will be rectified within a month time. Okay, if not, I'll give you that access from my end, and you people can practice one after the other. So because it's not a big deal, the taxation module. If you understand core AP module, then configuration of taxation module is not that challenging. The core AP and AR, if you understand, then taxation is damn easy. As you know that within a week time, once if you have access, within one session, you will complete it.
Yes.
Any tax module?
But without doing that stuff, I have executed, sir.
I didn't get you. Can you please come again?
Without doing that stuff, which I was shown to you.
Okay.
I have executed the transaction.
I understood, because that server is not completely GST server.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason he said that he will do that. Whatever missing things are there, he will update the tables and all. That is from basis consultant rule. The implementation of tables and all.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions before we proceed? 2 minutes time is there. If at all any questions, please let me know. Rashekar, you were asking some questions. I asked you to
Yes.
raise the concern in the classroom.
I thought once the session is complete.
Hello?
Yeah, you're able to hear me, right?
No, your voice is again same problem.
1 minute.
Anyone can able to hear him?
No.
No, that's what.
Okay, no problem. I will park it after some.
Sorry. If this is the case, then that would be a challenge for you and challenge for us also. Whatever questions you are asking, we are not able to hear you, and I may not answer your questions. I may not address your question in correct way. Can we proceed?
Naveen, who is providing GST server access?
Sorry?
Who is providing GST server?
Venkat will provide. Venkat will provide.
Because you said it's take 1 month, right?
Yeah, it will take 1 more month.
Okay.
Because why I am advising from him only in the sense, others are charging very much higher price when compared to Venkat for GST module. They are saying GST only, but they are not giving the correct GST.
Okay.
Hope you got it.
Yeah.
That's the reason, like for the sake why all unnecessary we need to pay wastage of amount. So as he said that he promised within a month time he will rectify. If not, I am taking the access. Already I have paid and I have taken the access, but I am taking the complete batch wise access I'll take, and I'll give you that access, server access.
Okay.
Okay, at least for GST part. Any other questions? Any other? If no, then we can proceed. Actually, like what Rajshekar questions was able to see the screen, right?
Yes.
I think I remember 2 questions from him. One is, what is CFIN and simple finance? Any other questions, Raj? Only these 2 or any other? I'm very challenged. Okay, I'll tell you according to me. See, what was his question is, are we going to cover in our this course TRMs? Okay, what was his question was, are we going to cover these three, whatever he mentioned, CFIN, okay, we call it as an CFIN, and simple finance and TRMS. Okay, first of all, I would like to say that this is not relevant to our thing. Simple finance, it's okay. We are going to cover. Okay. Okay. So here. So what is CFIN actually? For example, it's a kind of CFIN, central finance. We call it as a central finance. Central finance. That is what central finance is, nothing but CFIN. What is central finance in the sense? For example, this is not related to our module. Even though it sounds as a finance, it's not related to FICO module. This is separate module. Separate projects we have in environment. Separate projects are there on CFIN. CFIN is nothing but here we will do like LSMW. Right? What is LSMW? Legacy data we will migrate to our current system. In the same way, some legacy data will be there in other ERPs. Other ERPs. Clear? So other ERPs, for example, JD Edwards. JD Edwards, the data is there. Okay. So here they want to use JD Edwards simultaneously, and only for few reports, they want to depend on SAP. Okay. The major work, they want to work on both the environments, both the ERPs. That facility is there. JD Edwards or any other ERP, and same time they want to work in SAP Finance. So here, what as a CFIN consultant, what they will do is they will take care of the enhancements, not only enhancements, interfaces. Interface between the CFIN consultant will create interfaces between JD Edwards and SAP Finance. Means whatever transactions are updated in JD Edwards, that will be migrated to SAP Finance, and whatever transactions are done in SAP Finance, that will be migrated to JD Edwards. That's the reason we call it as a central in between JD Edwards or any other ERPs with SAP Finance. And this is not our cup of tea. It's not in our course. Again, I'm telling you. Clear? Our course, only this SAP Finance we are going to discuss, but not the central finance. Right? It's a separate module, and in the market, only 5% people may teach you this central finance part, because we need to have a different environments. Like we need to have a SAP environment. And if I take JD Edwards as an example, then JD Edwards environment I should have. Oracle, if I take Oracle environment I should have. Or PeopleSoft environment I should have. So that's the reason hardly 5% people will train you on central finance. Is that the challenging one, CFIN? No, it's not that challenging one. If you understand this particular concept of our FICO part, then the CFIN part we can handle. For example, after completion of your training, or before that only, if you cracked interview and you have joined the organization, and unfortunately, okay, as I said, that 5% projects will be there on central finance. Deloitte is the company organization where they will have at least minimum 25 to 30% projects on CFIN. They will handle CFIN project exclusively Deloitte. Okay, if you got opportunity to work with Deloitte, then probably you may get the central finance project. CFIN. Other companies will also have projects, but not like Deloitte. Right? So here, if you know central finance, if they ask you, do you know the central finance? You can say that no, but I'm having a well-versed with SAP Finance. Clear? But same time, you can handle this particular JD Edwards environment also, because they will create an opportunity to learn that. Clear? At least 15 KT will be there for 15 to 20 days. Then we can accommodate that in our this thing and we can start work with this. Only the requirement gathering and all those stuff will be there. That's it. But it's not going to be a challenge one if you are well versed with SAP Finance FICO. Whatever may be the environment here, third party environment. So interface between third party ERP to SAP ERP. So that is called a central finance. Clear? Are we going to cover in this particular course? In the sense, no, we are not going to cover in our course. Clear? Because we don't have any third party environment in our systems. Any questions on this? Any questions? So same sort of LSMW, we will see that third party migration to SAP. And after that, we are not going to use that legacy system. That legacy system, we won't use it. But here we are going to use this third party system also simultaneously in this particular project. Clear?
Naveen, third party is nothing but your Ariba kind of thing, right?
Sorry?
Ariba. Third party is nothing but your Ariba, Coupa kind of thing, right?
Ariba will be third party. Ariba is SAP product. Ariba is SAP product, right? SAP purchasing product, that is procurement.
Okay, then what will be the third party? Then
I said, right? JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, other ERPs, Oracle Financials,
okay.
Tally, which is not SAP product. SAP application or SAP product.
Okay, Naveen. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Then what do you mean by a simple finance? Simple finance is nothing but, as I said that earlier, we used to call it as an in ECC environment. Again, we are going to repeat this, but still he has raised the concern. That's the reason I want to clarify. In ECC version, we used to call finance module as an SAP FI and CO. FI and CO separate modules. Okay. In 2013, before 2013, you know that SAP was using tenant database. Tenant database. What do you mean by tenant database? Third party databases. In next week session also, we are going to discuss this. Third party databases. Third party databases. Means it was a tenant for third party databases like Oracle, right? DBase, right? SQL. So all the third party databases, SAP didn't have its own database, right? In the year 2013, SAP came up with its own database called HANA database. HANA database. It is only exclusive for SAP, not for any other ERPs, only for SAP. And it's a own SAP database. Clear? And first one, in the 2013, it is developed, but the first one migrated from third party to, we know that there are total 36 different modules are there in SAP, correct? So out of 36 modules, right? First module migrated from third party databases to HANA database was finance database, finance module. Okay. And after that, CO module. Clear? So in HANA database, when it is migrated, we were no more calling that as an SAP FICO. We are calling them as an simple finance. Understood? What do you mean by simple finance? Simple finance is nothing but which is going to be the database belongs to HANA database, not third party database. You can call it as an SAP FICO, or you can call it as a simple finance. So earlier they have gave a name first in 2015, they gave a name after migration from third party database to a HANA database. Then they given this module FICO module as a simple finance module. And after 2015, whatever other modules are there, like your MM, SD, PP, PI, okay, HR, like all other modules, they made it as an, these all comes under logistics modules. They all comes under logistics module. So after 2015, they have given name these modules as an simple logistics modules. Simple logistics module, whatever you asked Ariba. Ariba is also belongs to the simple logistics module. Product of simple logistics. Understood? This is called simple. But do you know simple finance? Yes, because we are going to cover at least S/4HANA, major part we are going to cover, right? ECC, FICO, I'm having a knowledge. Simple finance, we have having a knowledge. Simple finance contains of your FI and CO. Is this clear? Again, in simple finance, we have a different concepts. In simple finance, we have a GUI concept, graphical user interface. Graphical user interface is nothing but your this version, whatever we are using, this particular thing like this, transaction codes and everything. And one more thing, we have simple finance with GUI, or we have Fiori apps. Fiori apps. Apps is nothing but you are not going to use UI version. We are going to use applications. Like you have for AP, we have a different applications. Application in the tile base means you need not to remember the transaction codes. You can open that tile and you can work on that. Same environment you will find. But it's not a graphical user interface. It's a tile based Fiori apps. Okay, I'm not sure that I can show you this Fiori apps because it's a really costly one. But I will show you, as I said that I'll show you the S/4HANA GUI part. Fiori, you can check in Google or something. I'll take one session on Fiori apps by linking to our Google applications. Clear? Any questions? So that is simple finance is nothing but this is our cup of tea. We are going to cover at least minimum to minimum we are going to cover. Right? Simple logistics also in ECC version we are going to cover, as I said, that MMSD and PP, production and planning. Any other questions? Yes.
No.
Okay. So here TRMS is nothing but one more module. Earlier we used to call it as an financial risk management. Earlier versions we used to call the same TRS as an financial risk management. In end user level we call it as an credit risk management. Credit risk management. We used to call it as a credit risk management, but now it's named it as a TRMS, stands for treasury risk management, or you can call it as an, I'm little bit weak in spellings now. Treasury and risk management. This is a separate module. We are not going to work on this treasury risk management. It's a separate module. Okay, in other ERPs, they will call it as an, in other Amazon or somewhere else, if you see, they'll call it as an transaction and risk management. Understood? Here we call it as a treasury risk management, and other ERPs or something, they'll call it as a transaction and risk management. Clear? And this is not belongs to our cup of tea, even though we will see some sort of, already we saw, right, in SD module, what is the customer risk management, how we will evaluate risk, and all those stuff we have already saw at the time of configuration, initial configuration, but not in depth. We are going to cover this because we have a separate module this now. And again, there are a lot of opportunities after completion of this course. If you have a time, if you have a patience, then you can choose this particular course also. It's an added advantage.
You are able to hear me, Naveen?
Clear? Any other questions?
You are able to hear me?
So we are going to cover simple finance, not complete, but still at least we will complete. And so logistics part, we will complete MMSD, not complete again, at least 15 to 20% we are going to cover in integrations. Yes, please.
Naveen, in these three, which one is having the high demand?
Out of three in the sense, which one?
TRMS, simple finance,
See,
finance.
we are working on simple finance is nothing but our FICO only. Understood.
Yes.
Simple finance is nothing but what we are doing right now. In database is different. That's it. We are working under SQL database and HANA database, as for HANA, whatever you call, right? But however, we are going to work on this also, right? 100%, we will say that opportunities are there for only SAP FICO when compared to other modules. And after that also, CFIN, as I said, that very companies will have a least projects. In any company, will have hardly 5% projects on CFIN. And if you only Deloitte is having more projects on CFIN, out of 100%, they have only 30% projects, 25 to 30% projects on CFIN. Clear? And even that is also not a big deal. Once you know complete end-to-end FICO and understanding of FICO, then we can handle this thing, because even this is related to finance only, but the ERP was different. That's it. The ERP is different. That's it.
Okay.
Clear? If you know the core essence of finance, then automatically any ERP you can handle. Okay. But TRMS, yes, it is having a good opportunities. Again, I'm telling you, but unless until you don't have a knowledge on this, you can't handle this risk management.
Yeah.
Hope you got my point.
Got
It's
it.
an added benefit. That's it. But if I don't want to do this SAP, this one, and I want to directly do treasury management, people will say yes. People will say outside, they will say yes, because they don't have a background knowledge. Then they will say that yes. But what I say is, without having the basic finance, because again, risk management, what risk you are going to analysis, financial risk you are going to analysis. So unless until I don't have a finance background, finance knowledge, controlling knowledge, how can I assess this? Clear? If you have a good understanding on this, then learning risk management will not be a challenge. Hardly in 15 to 1 month session, we can cover this risk management part.
So, Naveen, you will teach this TRMS?
I didn't get you.
You will teach this TRMS?
I won't teach. I won't teach. I'm not planning to teach. I know this particular product, but I'm not going to teach this, because people are coming only to learn this particular thing. Because if I take the fee and if I teach them directly, then that is an injustice to them. Hope you know. If I ask them to learn this, then they feel that this fellow is teaching SAP FICO. That's the reason he's insisting us to learn this. And after that, he's ready to teach this thing. So people taking in a different way. Hope you got my point.
Yes, yes. For us, once we completed FICO, we wanted to go to TRMS.
That's what I'm saying. Once if you complete course, in the sense, again, I'm telling you, once you, before completion of course only, you need to crack the job. Means if you are, what project you got. For example, you are getting a project called support project or testing project, and what is the essence you are getting? Probably you may get AP, GL, and AR, or asset accounting, or CO. Mostly you won't get it initial level, first 3 years level. Okay, only you will get only F5 module. Then why? What is the need of learning risk management? If you have interest, then you can choose it. Additionally, means if you want to move from the company or next level you want to see, at that particular point of time, you can learn anything. A lot of things are there to learn. That's the reason I said added advantage. It's not an advantage, it's an added advantage. If you know this, if you know CFIN, then that is also added advantage. But the base back bonus, this one. Because I won't advise people anything on this, because once you join the organization, once you hit the floor, right, definitely you may not get directly risk management. There are positions will come up in Naukri and all. There is a risk LinkedIn, you can check it. There is a risk management. But risk management doesn't, unless until you don't have a knowledge on this, you can't handle this. Majority people came to me that they want only risk management, but they don't have FICO knowledge. But if I accept, because it's very small topic, I can complete, but the people are ready to pay for that, whatever amount they want. But still, if I accept that without giving a essence of this FICO, then I'm deceiving them. That's it. They'll crack it. They'll crack the interview and they'll join the organization. They'll join the project also. But same time, they can't survive in the project. Why? They need to have this knowledge first. Again, if someone is saying you without having a knowledge of SAP FICO part, then you can learn this one, risk management, then absolutely they are guiding you in a wrong way. That I can assure you. Because anything, risk management, what do you mean by risk management? In business level, company level, organization, where the risk factor will be there in finance, nothing else. Correct? Management risk, where? In controlling area. So I don't know FI part, I don't know controlling part. How can I handle this one? Risk management. Right? Treasury. What do you mean by treasury? What treasury will perform? Inflow and outflows. So that's the reason I'm telling you. So don't see, again, I'm telling you, once if you crack the job, and after that, see, automatically you will come to know where you want to. Once you are entered into the floor, you will understand what is the atmosphere there, right? What are the things you have to learn? And according to that, you can plan it. Not right now. This is my friendly advice. Lot of things will come into the market that we can't learn everything. We can't learn, but whatever things we are learning, try to learn that perfectly. And people will come to give you a lot of advices. They will give you, their job is to give the advices. But what we are, where we are, we need to understand and we need to take the steps. Hope you got my point. See, again, in IT environment, we are always students. We are always students and we should open to learn everything and anything. That should be our open mind. But still, now we are in this particular, this is our cup of tea. First, we will have this. Then next, we will see other things. What are the other things in the sense? First, you once you crack the interview, you join the organization, then at least you adjust that particular atmosphere for first 3 to 4 months. Then you can start investigations. A new couple of learnings, and because lot of learnings, once you join the organization, you will find lot of learnings within the organization only. Within the organization only, we will get a lot of learnings. New things, new environments. You will learn ABAP. You will learn basis things. You will learn other modules. Over there, you need not to depend on other outsiders like me. You need not to depend on any others. You can learn within your organization only. Not required to learn from anywhere, but first entering is important. Once you enter, then you can do whatever you think. Again and again, I am reiterating and repeating the things. Don't entertain any sort of negative vibes. Don't entertain any sort of negative vibes until you enter the floor. People will come and say, okay, cracking interview is not that tough. We can crack it, but sustaining on the floor is challenging one. Not at all. Again, I'm telling you. We can manage. If you have a subject, if you have a skill set, then we can manage everything and anything. And we will get them that space. Again, I'm telling you, you will get that space to explore different things. Any other questions? Yes, please. Hello. Am I audible?
No questions, sir.
Yes, Naveen.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, lastly, one doubt, Naveen.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, it's salary related. In the finance course, in FICO,
Mhm.
Can we get like IT jobs income, like IT salary? In
Sorry,
the- Can we get income? Can we get the salary like IT jobs, like
Okay.
software Java developer like that? Can we get like that salary in this FICO?
Salary, I didn't get you. See,
I
again,
mean,
I'm telling you, it's not like IT, it's IT only. It's a software only. If you have cracked your interview, then you will be considered as a software engineer only. Not like your end user job, it's a software only. Your major profile will be designated, will be given as a software engineer only, IT sector only. Understood?
yeah.
Under that, you will have a different designations, but your main core profile would be under software only, software engineering only. Under that, you will be an associate consultant, you may be a consultant, you may be a senior consultant or project lead or whatever it is, whatever may be the designation, but everything is considered as a software engineering only. IT only, development, whatever you call that is called. We are developing a client application, right?
Yes.
Even though we are not writing a single line program, but still we will consider the market will consider as ourselves as a software engineer IT only. And when compared to whatever question you ask salary part, again, I'm telling you, see, for example, I'm having a 5 years of for example, I'm having a 7 years of end user experience. Okay, 7 years of end user experience. Number of people ask the same question. 7 years of end user experience. I'm working as an, for example, GL side, end user experience. And for example, my current role in one XYZ company, and I'm a GL assistant manager. And my salary here is, for example, end user level. Few companies pay good, few companies pay. On an average, I'll take it as a 9 lakhs or 10 lakhs. My per annum salary is 10 lakhs. Okay. So this is what your role current, for example, 7 years of end user experience, XYZ. So after learning SAP FICO, what I will do, the people who are learning at me, who are taking the training, what I'll do, I'll make one out of 7 years, I'll make 1 year experience. I'll keep 1 year experience, same as end user. No, I won't change that. Okay. Another 6 year or 1.5 year. 1.5 in the sense 6 months, right? 1 year, 6 months, 1.6 years of experience. I'll keep it as a same end user experience, MGL, whatever it is. Okay. And another 5.6 years of experience. We are going to make it as an SAP consulting experience. Okay. Consulting. If I take a general market of 5.6 years experience, 5.6 experience, what is the current market strategy is on an average, each and every company. I'm just giving you a blank. Don't go with the same thing. So minimum 18 lakhs per annum. Per annum package. 5.6 years of experience of SAP consulting experience, then 18 lakhs per annum, and it should be greater than or equal to 18 lakhs. And till how much? Till 24 lakhs. This experience I'm saying. If you are crossing 7 years, then things would be changed. Clear? Again, do I get the same thing? Means again, your confidence, your skill set speaks here regarding your salary. If you feel that, no, I want only the job change, but I'm not looking at this one in the sense, probably they'll start with 12 to 13 lakhs. On base of your salary, they will give you 30% or 40%, 50% hike. Right? And this is, for example, if somebody has got at 18 lakhs, and again, what is the problem with the IT sector in the sense? I'm working for so and so organization for 3 years. So in the 3 years, my hike would be near and about 5% to 10%, in between 5 to 10% per annum. That's it. Not more than that in IT sector. But if you are restricted yourself in one company, okay, then the salary hike between 5 max to max 10%, not more than that. That's the reason in IT field, people will try to 1.5 to 2 years, they will try to shift to another companies. Over there, you will get around 30 to 40% variation. So that's the reason people will try to jump more and more companies so that they can financially they can sound, and after that they will restrict to one particular company for more time. Hope you got my point. Sridhar, did I answer your question?
Yeah, perfectly. You answered me. Yeah.
Okay, this is the thing happens. So where we want, see again, negotiation when we can do, if we have a subject skills perfectly, then we can do anything. So as I said that this percentage, because this percentage, why I'm saying confidently in the sense I'm looking in the market. Because I'm in panel, that's the reason I know this. Any other questions? And maybe you make it more than this, or you make it less than this. But normally companies will give you this much. How much you are bargaining. Bargaining will again depends upon your skill set. You are confident, then definitely they don't want to lose you. So that's the reason they're ready. This is the bracket. Again, I'm telling you, this is the bracket 18 to 24. If you have a good hands-on experience, hands-on skills on the subject. Again, subject skills, when we are going to get, again in the morning, somebody, I told one person stating that again, it depends upon your practice. Subject, it's very impossible to remember the things. At least, again, I given the same example, 1 year, like 2 years ago, I have shifted. Before that, I worked for one organization. I didn't do any work there, but I have practiced only SAP because I was realized that this is not my cup of tea. I want to see myself in consulting side. And trust me, I have practiced like end-to-end practice, almost near about 150 companies I have created, end-to-end. End-to-end I have created. And I have practiced in complete 9-hour stretch. I used to practice only the SAP part. So yeah, that's the reason the day one I'll tell the people, at least completion along with me. If I am showing you one company, then try to practice parallelly minimum 10 to 20 companies, not company codes. In each company, we are creating 3 company codes. So you can see multiplication. That's the reason I used to say the people, if you don't have that time, don't join the course. Clear? Again, I'm reiterating. People ask me to complete the things. But okay, I can complete the things. But what if after completion, if you won't practice, nothing is. Majority people will have the same problem. Without the practice, not one company, 20 times you need to practice, like an imposition what we write. Because no single line program we won't write. Only the practice steps, remember of steps, logic, no logic again, only transaction codes we need to remember. And we need to have only that spark. If this particular error we are getting, then what would be the problem? That if we have, then we can do any miracles. Because lakhs of people are learning SAP, but hundreds of people getting the success rate. Only the thing is, again, I'm telling you, there is no special mantra for this. Only practice is the mantra for this. That's the reason what I request the people is, whenever we don't have a class or something else, so join that Zoom and just yourself, whatever people have joined in that particular batch, just discuss among yourself so that you can exchange your knowledge within that particular group. That's what expectations. That's what expectations. Because why I am, see, again, I have completed my, what we call hardware part and technical part in initial level, but still there are few changes came. So that's the reason I don't want to postpone again that particular hard version. I need to prepare a PPTs for that, and that is completely new environment, which I'm going to show in next week. Because it's not in my course, again, I'm telling you, which is not there in our course. Because whatever initial explanation R1, R2, R3, I've given that perfectly, no issues in that. But again, I want to compare with the new thing I want to introduce, and I want to compare that with your old environment. So, but again, I'm reiterating, getting success is not impossible thing here. Very easy to get success in this particular environment. Easy, but for whom it's easy? Whoever practice more. It's immaterial. What is your background? What is your qualification? What percentage you got in your graduation level or PG level? That is immaterial over here. Right now, how much practice you are doing, that is important. Attending interviews, it's not a big deal. Again, I'm telling you, attending interviews, right? Listening to the class, it's not a big deal. People are selling for 100, 200 rupees, 500 rupees in the year. I used to see in the FB Facebook that they were selling entire FICO videos for 500 rupees. Entire FICO videos, 500 rupees. You need not to waste your time and as well as money for paying 20,000, 25,000 for this particular course and spending more than a year time. We are getting videos like that, what we call that, Udemy, or what is that link? Udemy or something, yeah.
Udemy.
Huh? Udemy, yeah. Oh, I saw majority videos are coming from that. People are selling for 2,000, 3,000 or 5,000 max to max. And people are getting the courses from there and they're completing the courses. Clear? Again, without knowledge, they're going out.
But
Without
even I have taken it, sir.
Sorry? Who's this?
From Udemy, I have taken it.
Okay.
For 500.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like 500, they're selling videos, and majority people in afternoon batch, people are there. That is, one person is there who will teach in Telugu completely. He will take same YouTube only. SK Chanu or SK Chandu, I don't remember his name.
Chanu,
Shanu, yeah, Shanu, SK Chanu. So those people are asking me, already those people are his students. And they are asking me to train them. Some Vijayawada, Vizag people are there. They have approached almost 15 to 20 people approached me, and they asked me to teach in Telugu or at least provide the recordings in Telugu. I said, no, boss, it's not possible. It's not possible to give Telugu, or I can explain in Telugu, but don't restrict yourself, because once you stepped out, so you won't handle your client in Telugu, right? You're not going to handle your client with in Telugu. You're not going to restrict Telangana or Andhra, your clients. So I said no, which is not possible, not possible. That's it for me. Because they are attended, people know that few classes I'll share in the public mode. So they have listened those classes and they came back and they are asking to give in Telugu, the same, whatever topics I'm handling. I said, why Telugu? They said that we are little bit poor in English. I said, in the classroom, I'll explain everything in Telugu if you want. But the recordings part, I won't give in Telugu. I'll give in English only. Because you need to improve your skill set in English, not in Telugu. So they have taken courses from SK Shanu or something. So problem is that they didn't explain, drill down things they haven't done. So that's the reason, again, they are coming back to us. I know my course will go a little slower when compared to others. We will have a lot of gaps, but that gaps you need to utilize for your practice. That is the only intention. My first batch or second batch, whatever my initial level, when I was not tied up with Exceletics, whenever I used to give the gaps, then automatic people used to gather, as in the same meeting, they used to gather, they used to discuss about the subject, and they'll continue those gaps. Okay, we don't want that GAN session right now. Okay, so any questions before we proceed? So this is about your course and everything. Again, that's the reason, only humble request from my end is only do it practice as much as possible whenever you get the time. For example, if you don't have a session, sit that particular 2.5 hours, 3 hours, practice, because hardly now we are completely FI edge now. We are in a complete FI edge. Only one module is left out is asset accounting. Integration, keep it aside. But one module left out is asset accounting. Right? So with at whatever moment we have completed till now, if you update your resume, if you attend the interview, then definitely I'll tell you, you will crack it. If you are good till now, everything from stay 1 to till today, whatever things we are going to cover, if you are okay with that, then definitely you can crack your things. If you ask asset accounting, then you can handle that. I didn't handle whatever 5 years of my project. I didn't get a chance to work on asset accounting, but I'm good at GL, AP, AR, and other modules, basics. That you can say straight away. No issues in that. Because majority people who have complete FICO, they'll say that I'm good at FI part, but I didn't get opportunity to work on CO module. Okay. So before we proceed, any other questions? Hope I have answered all the questions.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, put a heading as in customer special GL transactions. Customer special GL transaction. Customer special GL transaction. Okay. Customer. After that, we will discuss about customer versus vendor. So in this, we will talk about customer versus vendor also. So what do you mean by customer versus vendor? The same party we may purchase, same party we may purchase raw material, and same after completion of, after making into finished goods, okay, we may supply that finished goods to the same vendor from whom we purchase the raw material. So at the time of purchasing the raw material from him, he will become our supplier. And at the time of selling to them, they will become our customer. So this is called customer versus vendor or vendor versus customer. Hope you got my point. Right? From someone we are purchasing raw material, okay, and we are converting into a finished goods, and that finished goods is required to that supplier also, some portion. So what we are doing, we are selling the same finished goods to that particular supplier. At that particular point of time, they will become our customer, right? At the time of purchase of raw material, they will become our supplier. And at the time of selling the goods or services to them, then they will become our customer. Clear? Any questions on this?
Clear.
Yeah. Okay. So buying and selling to the same party, then that is considered as a customer versus vendor or vendor versus customer. Okay, so here we will talk about customer special GL transactions. So before that, I would like to say, so here, so before that, I would like to say party. Party is nothing but buyer or, seller or customer. So party can be vendor master, or customer master. Okay. Vendor master is nothing but, what is the reconciliation account we will create for vendor master? What is the reconciliation account? We call it. How we are going to link it? Sorry. Trade, don't forget this. Trade payables. And here it is. Earlier we used to call it as in sundry creditors. Correct? Now we are no more calling them as in sundry creditors. We are calling them as in trade payables and trade receivables. Fine. Okay, here. So the data will flow like this. Just write it down. Sorry, this will be interlinked. This will be interlinked. This will be interlinked. Okay. So you can put here only. Customer special GL transactions. Customer special GL transactions. Okay. So here. What is the down payment special GL? What is the special GL for special GL key? What is the key for down payment request?
F.
F. Okay, F is the down payment request. Request for customer. Okay. Same time. Next one, advance payment.
Yeah.
A, perfect. A. So here we call it as a customer. Advance from customer. Next one, deposit.
H.
H. Or R retaining. So here we call it as a security deposit. Security deposit. Next one, we have E, special GL indicator E. So here, for example, E is nothing but, what is E? Anyone remember?
Reserve for bad debts.
Perfect. Reserve for bad debts. What do you mean by reserve for bad debts?
If the customer is not able to pay any amount,
That is called bad debts, right?
yeah, for that they will create a reserve amount. If any,
See, how many
in case-
types of debts? How
yeah,
many
debt,
types of debts? How many types of debts?
Like bad debts only, right?
Yeah, bad debts and what? What are the other types? Okay, I'll tell you because it's again not relevant to us, but still you need to have a knowledge on this because we are creating reserve for bad debts. So here we need to discuss about first book debts. Book debts. Okay. Next one, doubtful debts. Doubtful debts. Next one, good debts. Next one, as you said, bad debts. Understood? What are this? Book debts, doubtful debts, good debts, and bad debts. Okay. So what do you mean by book debts? What do you mean by book debts? For example, I'll give you this example. Good debts, book debts are nothing but whatever debts the books of accounts shows, whatever debts the books of accounts shows, those debts are known as a book debts. For example, sold goods or services to Ram on credit 1 lakh. Okay. So on, for example, this is on 1st June 2023. Okay. Sold goods or services to Ram on credit 1 lakh. So we have sold. So we will record this particular transaction in the books of the journal entry. In the journal entry, what is the entry we will write? Debit Ram account debited, Ram account debited 1 lakh. Okay. To sales 1 lakh. Okay. Ram account debited to sales account. So here, as per our books of accounts, how much amount we need to receive from Ram?
1 lakh.
1 lakh means books are showing this is nothing but book debts. These are nothing but book debts. Book is showing that he need to pay us 1 lakh. So these are called book debts. Clear? Okay. So what do you mean by doubt? Again, first of all, I'll talk first good debts. Then next I'll talk some or doubtful debts only I'll take. Okay. What do you mean by doubtful debt? In the sense, we know that we have sold him how much amount of goods? 1 lakh. He said that he's going to repay back within 3 months. So 1st June, 1st July, 1st August, 1st September. He said that he's going to repay back on 1st September with so and so interest. So as per history, we are Ram is a regular customer to us, but out of total amount, he will miss some amount every time paying 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 or something else, right? Out of 1 lakh, we are expecting that he is not going to pay 5,000. We are expecting. How much doubt we have? He will pay 95,000. And how much we are feeling that he is not going to pay?
5,000.
Did he confirm that he is not going to pay?
No.
No, we are doubting. The business is doubting on him. So that debts are called doubtful debts. Those debts are considered as a doubtful debts. So always reserve for bad debts, whatever we said. So that reserve will be maintained normally on doubtful and bad debts. Understood? Means which are doubt. 5,000 we won't get him. We won't get from him. Okay, that amount we'll consider. What we will do? Okay, if he won't pay that 5,000, then what we will do? From other profits we will keep here. We'll set off to this bad debts. So that is called provision or reserve for bad debts. Understood? Any questions? Means doubtful in the sense company, business is expecting, business is doubting on the debtor, he may not pay this amount. So that is considered as a doubtful debts. And next one, out of 1 lakh, on 1st July, on 1st July, on 1st July, what your debtors had is on 1st August, he said that, or 25th of August, he came and he said that out of 1 lakh, I can't pay 20,000. I'll pay only 80,000 and remaining amount I'm bankrupt. I can't pay. He said straight away that I can't pay. Means the irrecoverable, how much amount we can now, how much amount is ready to pay? How much amount he's ready to pay?
75,000.
80,000. He said out of
75.
that is a doubtful, but we are doubting that only 5,000 he can't pay. But now he came and he said that we didn't say that you are not going to pay 5,000. No, but out of 1 lakh, he is ready to pay only 80,000. So how much he is not ready to pay?
20,000.
20,000, which is your doubtful debts also included 5,000, and additional bad debts is how much?
15,000.
15,000. So that is considered as an bad debts, means the irrecoverable debt, the irrecoverable amount from debtor is considered as bad and doubtful debts. Now there is no doubt. He said he won't pay. Doubtful debts. Clear? How much is now? 20,000. And how much is ready to pay?
80,000.
80,000. Okay. The recoverable amount from a debtor is known as good debts. Okay. So always the provision or reserve will be maintained on doubtful debts or bad debts, not on good debts. Clear? Any questions? So there are book debts, doubtful debts, good debts, and bad debts. Book debts, the debt which is showing in the books of accounts is nothing but a book debts. Doubtful debts, as per the history, how much we are expecting, he may not pay this much amount. Then that debt is considered as a doubtful debts. Good debts are nothing but the recoverable amount from a debtor is known as a good debts. Irrecoverable portion, we call it as in bad debts. And this is a loss to the business. Clear, everyone? Any questions?
No, no, clear.
Okay. So here, we are going to insert so here the link would be like this. The link would be like this. The link would be like this. Okay. Just write that. So here we are going to do two things. Trade payables, and we have purchased raw material from the customer. Okay, here we are doing two things. Customer special GL transaction we are doing, and customer versus vendor also we are doing here. So for that, what is the first step I'll do? What is the first step I'll do in the customer versus vendor? Customer versus vendor. Okay. So in this first one, I'll take some amount. So first one, purchase invoice from trade payables, nothing but vendor. So I'm going to purchase 40,000. Okay, so here purchase invoice, here we have done one purchases from data, supplier, creditor, trade payables. Okay, and so we have requested, now we will come to customer. Second step, we have raised a down payment request from customer. Okay, second step, down payment request from customer, for example, 35,000. Just write it down. Okay, but we requested for 35,000 and he paid, customer paid, he didn't pay complete down payment request. So he paid 30,000. So this is nothing but your advance payment. Okay, step number, I'll write it separately or else. So we requested how much?
35,000.
So he paid, but he paid 30,000. Array, too much. Advance payment from customer. How much he paid? We
30,000.
requested for 35, but he paid only 30,000. This is step number 3. Okay. So fourth step, we have raised invoice. Fourth step, invoice to customer. How much? Total invoice value is 1 lakh. Okay. Total invoice value is 1 lakh. This is for customer. Okay, step number 4. So first step, we have purchased raw material from customer, vendor, and the same vendor becomes our customer also. So out of this 30,000, whatever advance payment or amount we have received, so we want to make it as an 5th step, security deposit. We need to transfer to security deposit. We have received 30,000 from customer. Okay, we are not keeping everything. Okay, how much we want to security deposit? 20,000. Okay. So here step number, what I'll do is, sorry, I'll make this as a first security deposit. There is a 4th step. Fourth step is security deposit. Don't get confused. Security deposit 20,000. And 5th step, it's an invoice. So invoice we have raised for 1 lakh. Invoice we have raised for 1 lakh. Just write on this. Just write it down. So how much? 1 lakh minus 40,000. 40,000. Okay, see here, 35,000. Advance payment we received is that 30,000 we received. Out of 30,000, 20,000 we have advance. So 40 plus 30, 40 plus 30, how much it is? 40 we need to pay him. Okay. And out of that already he has paid how much amount?
30,000.
Sorry,
30,000 he paid.
paid. But what is the balance? What is the balance?
Remaining 70,000.
Okay. Okay. So here 30,000 he has paid and 20,000 we have given to 20,000 to security deposit. What is the amount left out? Yeah.
The advance payment, right?
See, advance payment he has made out of 30,000, whatever advance he has paid, out of 30,000, we have 20,000 transferred to security deposit. Correct? So what is the balance left out from the customer right now?
10K.
10K. So that 10,000 we will adjust to down payment or advance. So here we will make a minus of so 20,000. So we will adjust to that 10,000 to advance payment. Correct. The balance left out as an advance payment is how much? Because 30,000 minus 20,000. So 10,000 here it is showing as an advance payment. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this would be your sixth step. Sixth step, I'm writing it separate step now. I'll write it as a separate step, sixth step. Balance in advance. Balance in advance. How much it is? What is the balance in advance? Hello?
10K. 10K.
10K. 10,000. Okay. We have raised invoice. We have raised invoice and customer said that out of whatever amount he need to pay, in that he is not ready to pay 5,000. Is not ready to pay how much?
5,000.
5,000. Okay. So 7th reserve for bad debts. Bad debts 5,000. Okay, clear? So total out of 1 lakh amount, how much amount we need to receive from customer now? For example, so how much invoice we have raised?
1 lakh.
See, invoice value is 1 lakh. Invoice value is 1 lakh less advance adjustment. Advance adjustment. How much? 10,000 less provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts. How much?
5,000.
5,000 reserve, whatever you call 5,000. So how much amount we need to receive from customer now as per this statement? How much amount we need to receive?
85,000.
85,000. 85,000. Correct? Just write it down as it is. $85,000. Okay, so what I'll do, eighth step as in, we need to receive receivables from customer 85,000. Right. Okay, so out of
No,
85,000,
so Navin, advance adjustment means that we are going to receive it. Right? We have
yes,
received it.
yes,
So then now only it should be 95.
sorry, why?
It should be 95.
Why 95?
So 5,000 he is not going to pay.
That's the reason it's 85, right? What is the invoice value, actual invoice value?
Is 1 lakh. 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Out of 1 lakh, how much advance we have received from him?
10,000.
10,000. So minus 10,000. 1 lakh minus 10,000. So what is the balance?
90.
90. In that, reserve for bad debts is how much?
5.
So what is the balance you need to pay?
Okay. 85.
That's it. Yeah. And out of
Okay.
85,000, how much we are supposed to pay vendor? How much we are supposed to pay? See, we
40K. 40K.
40,000 we are supposed to pay. So out of 85,000, what customer will do? Customer will deduct this 40,000, and how much amount he will pay us?
45,000.
45. 45.
So remember this step, 9 adjustment, customer versus vendor. I'll take it as a customer versus vendor, 85,000. Sorry, 45,000. Hope you got my point. Yes, no?
Got it.
So write down as it is in your own words. So these many steps will involve now. So what I want to do, I want to make clarity, customer versus vendor plus customer special GL transactions in one scenario, so that you need not to get confused, because in real time, these things will happen. Once you're done, make it fast so that we can do the relevant account.
Done.
How about others?
Yeah, done.
Just write it down. First step. Create required GL accounts. And everybody knows transaction code FS00. Transaction code FS00. Customer special GL transaction. Okay, I'll create FS00. What is our company code?
UT01.
UT01, right? UT01. Okay, so I would like to create down payment from customer. It's an asset. So I'll create lakhs. 40 is the last. 2,55,000. 2,55,000. Click on create. Click on create. So here we are going to select a 250 trade receivables, balance sheet item, balance sheet item, on payment request, vendor, then it is a liability. For customer, it's an asset. Customer. Write it down.
Done.
Okay. Next, go to control data. Okay. So here line item display. Okay. 31. Customer, right? This is 31. 031. Yeah, customer number. And here the reconciliation account, it's a mandatory thing to select customer. And select only balance in local currency. If at all any errors, then we will rectify. Only balance in local currency, reconciliation account type customer, line item display, sort key. This is nothing but your customer number 031. Okay. Next one, go to create bank interest tab. So what is the field status group we will take? What is the field status group we are going to take?
U067.
U067 reconciliation account. Perfect. U067 ultra reconciliation accounts. Okay. Press enter and click on save button. So field status group U067. Okay. In normally in general, we will have a G067. But we have created the field status group according to our company. So click on save button. Okay. Local. Yes. No, don't give the balance in local currency here. Leave this currency, balance in local currency. It will accept. Okay. One more account. So we will copy this account. We will copy this account with the template. Oh, sorry. $2,55,100 I'll take for advance with the template 2,55,000 UT01. UT01. Click on OK button. Okay, so just change the description. Advance from customer. Advance from customers. You can double it, doesn't. Advance from customers. Write it down. Okay. Click on save button. Only description we are changing and account number. Next one more account we will create. 55,200. 55,200. 55,200. Click on with template. Click on with template. Same this thing. Security deposit. We are going to create for security deposit. So GL account 2,55,000. Company code UT01, a reference account. Okay. Security deposit. Security deposit. So write it as security deposit customer security deposit customers. Just write it. Security deposit to customer. Okay, click on save button. One more thing we need to create reserve for bad debts. 25,300 with the template. Same 2,50,000. Okay, just we will remove this. Reserve for bad debts. Right. Reserve for bad debts. So we have created total 4 accounts with this. Okay. Let's do. So we have created 4 accounts. Next we'll do configuration part. So write down. So these are the accounts we have created. First one, define reconciliation accounts for customer down payments. Define reconciliation accounts for customer down payments. Write down the path. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting new, accounts receivable and accounts payable, business transactions, down payment received, define reconciliation accounts for customer down payments. Customer down payments. Transaction code OBXR. Okay, define reconciliation accounts for customer down payments. I'll go with the path. So did we save this? Okay. So /n SPRO. Again, I'll repeat SPRO. SAP reference IMG. SPRO SAP reference IMG. Financial accounting new. Financial accounting new. Okay. Now we are in accounts receivable and accounts payable module. Accounts receivable and accounts payable. Accounts receivable and accounts payable. So here business transactions. Business transactions. Business transactions. Down payment here already we made down payment received. Down payment received. define reconciliation accounts for customer down payments. Additional information, display key, IMG active. OB XR. OB XR transaction code. Yeah. So double click on reconciliation account. Okay. Double click on down payment request. So double click on F button, F special GL indicator or down payment request. Double click on special GL indicator F or down payment request. Double click and give chart of accounts. Give your chart of accounts. Here it is UOCA. Okay. So here just now we have created 2,50,000. 2,50,100. 2,50,100. Right? 2,50,200. 2,50,200. 2,50,300. Last result. 300. Okay. Special GL indicators. We have created 2,55,000. 2,55,000. Down payment request to customer. Okay. Just write it down. Just write it down. What is 2,50,300? Intercompany is not required. Sorry. It's only 200. Intercompany, right? It's not required. It's not required. 50, 50, 100, 50, 200. Intercompany, we are not going to do any advance. We won't request any advance. Okay.
Yeah.
So click on save button. So ultra only, right? So now special GL in double click on next step, special next step, repeat the same transaction. Did I given separate step? Yeah, same define a reconciliation account for customer. The same step. Okay, what we need to do, define reconciliation account. So here special GL indicator, down payment. Sorry, advance payment. Special GL in double click on special GL indicator A or down payment. Double click on special GL indicator A or down payment. Give chart of accounts. Give chart of accounts, UOCA. So same thing. 2,50,000. Intercompany is not required. 2,50,000. 2,50,100. 2,50,200. So here 2,55,100. It's an advance. 2,55,100. Advance from customer. That's it. Just write it down. These are the customer groups and these are the advance payments. Clear? So click on save button. So we have maintained the request account and as well as advance account. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, we have security deposit and bad debts. So write down. Next step. Define alternative reconciliation account for customer. Define alternative. So we have created two, another two are pending. Define alternative reconciliation account for customers. So path same as above till business transactions. Path same as above till business transactions. And from there select postings with alternative reconciliation account. Postings with alternative reconciliation accounts. And from there select other special GL transactions. And from there select define alternative reconciliation account for customers. Define alternative reconciliation account for customers. Transaction code OBXY. Okay. Transaction code OBXY. Postings with alternative reconciliation account. Okay, define alternative reconciliation account. Okay. Postings with alternative reconciliation accounts. Other special GL transactions. Other special GL transactions. Define alternative reconciliation account for customers. OBXY. OBXY. Okay, double click on H or security deposit. Okay, special GL indicator H or security deposit. And it will ask for your chart of accounts. Give chart of accounts UOCA. Give chart of account UOCA. Click on continue. Click on continue. So we have same two account groups will be the same. 2,50,000. 2,50,100. It won't say like that. So 100. Next one, 2,50,200. 2,50,100. And what is the security deposit account we have created? We have created 2,55,200, right? 2,55,200. Just write it. So our down payment request we have reconciled. Advance payment we have configured. Security deposit we have configured. One thing left out is bad debts.
Let's change the first account to like 50,000.
2,50,000, right? Correct. Done.
Done.
So click on save button. Okay. Next, press back button. Press back button. Special G. Double click on special GL indicator E or reserve for bad debts. Double click on E or special GL indicator or press double click on reserve for bad debts. Reserve for bad debts. Okay. 2,50,000. Okay. Next one, 2,50,100. 2,50,100. 2,50,200. And what is the GL account we have created for reserve for bad debts? 2,50,300.
300.
2,50,300. 2,50,300. Just write it and click on save button. Okay. 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 So here, so for example, there is a one more option. For example, if you purchase a raw material or something, we can go ahead like this. For example, if you are purchasing services or you are selling a services, so you can select the reconciliation account, alternate reconciliation account according to the requirement. So that is nothing but write down. This is either you can follow this step and as well as this step also. This is newly introduced one. So which I have added, just go ahead with this. Define alternative reconciliation account. Okay. So at the time of posting, we can change either trade receivable service or trade receivable material, domestic. Correct. We have created domestic, import, export, right, and services. So at the time of posting, I want to change the requirement. Okay, from service to domestic, domestic service. Then we need to do this configuration. Okay, write down. Define alternative reconciliation accounts. Define alternative reconciliation account. Write down the path. Path same as above till business transactions. Path same as above till business transactions. From there select postings with alternative reconciliation account. Postings with alternative reconciliation account. From there select define alternative reconciliation account. Define alternative reconciliation accounts. Transaction code HKON, transaction code HKON. Okay, so here I'll go till business transactions.
So when we do the service, then we will use this.
Not only service, for example, you want to change at the time of entry, transaction entry, you want to go for, you want to select trade payable service, trade receivable service, okay, or trade receivable domestic, sorry, import, right? Then you can use this particular configuration. For example, for example, at the time of posting, I want to select without doing configuration. At the time of posting, we can't do this. Understood? At the time of posting level, I want to select the group according to my requirement as per the invoice. Whether I want to select service or domestic or import. Understood?
Okay,
to selection that we need to do this configuration.
the above one is for raw material.
It's
When
a
we do
normal
purchase.
standard one. If you are
Done.
giving service, it will be their lifetime service only.
Okay.
Clear? So your customer may, your client may come, I want to change. Clear? At the time of posting, transaction posting, I want to select the group, account group, customer account group. Then we need to configure like this. Clear? Yes, no.
Yes, but still
Boss, it's
third
very simple. Why you are counting? See, I'll tell you, there are two ways in selecting. See, by
yes,
default,
at the time of posting, the third point, which is a defined alternate reconciliation account, is for raw material purchase. When we purchase the raw material,
don't go with the raw material purchase or service.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, what is the difference? See, the method is same here and here. So what it is, for example, you have it's by default it is selected it as in service. Then
Okay.
all the transaction you will post as in service only.
Okay.
Okay, or domestic you have selected, it will be their domestic. Okay, you can't change it, it will not be edited. Okay, but if you do this particular reconciliation account configuration, okay, then what you can do at the time of posting, you can change the group. That facility will be provided in this transaction. Means either you can select service, or you can select domestic, or you can select export, or whatever you want as per your invoice. And here, if you have selected domestic, then by default, it will be there for all the transactions, same domestic only. You can't change the group. Here, you can change the group, customer group.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay. Clear.
Yeah. So right now. Okay, once is it done? Define alternative reconciliation account, transaction code HK01, HK01. So I'll go with the path. See here. Okay. So path till business transaction, and here postings with alternative reconciliation account, and define alternative reconciliation account. So give chart of accounts, UOCA. Okay. Press new entries. Okay. My customer is having 2,50,000. So what is 2,50,000? What is the 2,50,000? You remember?
Trade receivable.
Just I would like to show you 2,50,000 domestic. Okay. So if our customer master is 2,50,000, then alternate account here I can give you. What are the accounts we can create? I would like to give 2,50,200. What is 2,50,200? Okay, so here same thing I'll give 2 lakhs, means we can use either this or this by selecting. Okay, 2,50,100, then 2,50,200. Okay, 2,50,200. So we can have, if it is, then I would like to have domestic. Understood what I'm doing here? I'm making a relation here for selection. So if you are, it's by default, it is 2,50,000, then it need to accept 2,50,200. If it is 2,50,100, then it need to be accepted 2,50,200 also. Okay, 2,50,200, 2,50,100. Just write it down. For different combinations we are giving. So you can change 2,50,000 with 2,50,200 or 2,50,000 with 2,50,100. Anything you can do it. Clear?
Yes, clear.
So press enter, click on save. So, okay, we have done the configuration, but for this particular configuration, we need to do some changes in our GL master also. So I don't think, did I given? No. So we need to do some changes in our GL master also. Write down, need to do corrections in GL master after this particular entry. So I'll go to FS00 / FS00. Okay, go to FS00. $2,50,000 first. 2,50,000 company code. This one. Click on change. Click on change button. In create bank interest tab. So see here, we need to input in the sense it is in editable mode initially. Now we if we select this, it will become editable mode. So we can manually select. So for all accounts, we need to select reconciliation account ready for input. Right now, select the checkbox. Reconciliation account ready for input. Reconciliation account, select the checkbox. Reconciliation account ready for input. Reconciliation account ready for input. So click on save. So for 100 also do the same. Okay, edit. So 250,200 also do the same. Okay, these three accounts, click the checkbox. Reconciliation account ready for input. That's it. Clear? Any questions?
Got it.
Right. So manually we can change at the time of posting. I'll show that scenarios also. Any questions here? Till here?
No.
No, right? So what we'll do is we'll stop here itself. We'll stop here itself. So, and tomorrow, can we have session at 8:30 to 10:15? Only for tomorrow. I'll just stop recording.